Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
No one does happy hour like Twin Peaks. Everything from tequila cocktails and bourbon to top shelf spirits and cocktails served over ice balls. Local craft beers and handcrafted whiskey cocktails round out the adventurous drink menu. And don't forget about the 29-degree drafts.
You're listening to the Fan Morning Show on Sports Radio 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
Good morning. It can only mean one thing as we get ready to talk some basketball. It's getting in the middle of December here, getting some games under our belt, and things are going well over at Hinkle Fieldhouse for our next guest, Thad Matta, the head basketball coach for the Butler Bulldogs, who joins us on the Payless Liquors hotline this morning. Coach, I would think so far so good. You're pretty pleased with the development of this team. Good morning, and how are things going over there for you?
Pretty good. We're like you said, I'm pleased with the development we're making. I still think we've got a long way to go, but I think every team's like that, every coach is like that, we've got a heck of a stretch coming up here, starting Saturday with Boise State, a really, really good team. And our thing is we tell our guys, we just want to be better today than we were yesterday. And so far this group has had a tremendous work ethic, and we had a little bit of a quick prep for Saturday's game. They haven't played for probably a week and a half since Maui, and just got to keep coaching, teaching, and doing the best we can to get our guys the best they can be to play together. And I think we're starting to cut down on more of our mental mistakes. I'm never going to be completely satisfied with that, but I don't know. We're competing, and that's a good thing.
Thad, when you look at Finley Bizjack, and I was actually watching some of his highlights the other day, how long did it take you to be okay with that jump skip pass he does? It's kind of like a wrap around the head. It's hard to describe, but it looks fancy, and it's pretty effective. But is there a part of you that's like, hold on, relax, just be basic?
Well, if you remember, we finally got Finn to stop jumping on the bait or jumping out of bounds and throwing it to the other team his first year and a half here. And so as long as he's completing that pass that you're talking about, I'm perfectly fine with it. But I'll say this about Finley. He's a little bit of a risk taker, and I like that. I like guys that, and I don't want a whole team full of them, that's for sure. But I think that a lot of the things he does is calculated. But against Eastern Michigan the other night, and we talked about it with him, he had 2 turnovers where he left his feet and turned it over. And Finn wants to. He's a perfectionist. He wants to play perfect every time, and he's a very, very coachable kid. But I like the way that he's attacking right now on offense and defense. He's playing great defense.
Absolutely, yeah. He's definitely someone I just feel like you want to probably coach that down a little bit instead of coach it up as far as the aggressiveness and the creativity. And then looking at his overall numbers, what do you think has led to him being not only a better scorer this year, probably more opportunity, granted, but also the efficiency? Because he's not, averaging 19 on 22 shots. I mean, he's been a very efficient player this year.
Well, he can really, really shoot the ball, and he's so diligent in terms of how hard he works on his game. And as I said, I think last week, things are starting to slow down for him a little bit, just in terms of reading defenses and reading situations, and that's the development you hope all your players eventually make. And but no, he is. He's playing very efficiently right now, and his percentages are high, and we need that with him right now.
Nice start to the year for the Butler Bulldogs. Thad Matta with us here on the Payless Liquors hotline. As he said, Boise State coming up on Saturday. Red Panda in the building at Hinkle Fieldhouse Saturday afternoon.
Can I tell you guys a great story about
Yes.
that? When I was retired, I was going to Butler games. I never knew that they did halftime shows. I never knew that they did stuff at timeouts, like putting a golf ball or running around a baseball bat and trying to make a layup. And so I didn't know that. I was always busy. And so this lady comes out on a unicycle or whatever it's called, and I'm like, what is going on? And my wife says, watch this. She's going to throw these balls up, and she never drops. I've seen this for years. And it was the first time ever, I guess, she had dropped them. And she dropped 2 of them or something. And my friends and I, we still laugh about it because I'd never seen it before. That's one of the coolest things I've ever seen, though, that lady doing that.
She's a top 5 athlete of our generation, Coach.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. I mean, you think about the coordination you have to have, the concentration. I mean, that's big time.
Hey, the bright lights of Hinkle get to everybody here, and you're hoping it gets to the road team coming up on Saturday. I want to go back to Tuesday night. Mark, our great producer, played a little Western music for you on the lead-in. That got a little Western chippiness on Tuesday night, did it not?
It really did. It really did. In fact, my daughter and I were talking after the game. We're going to get a player ejected every game to get the crowd going. Our crowd got into that game after that thing happened, and no, that was a kind of electrified Hinkle, which hopefully will continue. And but no, that was a rough, physical, loose balls, scrapping, and Eastern Michigan was playing really hard as well.
Any update on the ankle injury with Jalen Jackson?
No, we're still waiting. I mean, he's out. He's still in the boot, and we don't know yet. Hopefully we're going to know something here. But he has not practiced, so we definitely miss him. There's no question about that.
I like that. Get back to that chippiness the other night. There was a quote in the Indy Star from Finley Bizjack who said, "We had a media timeout, and I told everyone this is a bar fight." Do you remember that moment?
I don't think I was in there yet, but I like that. I like that, and it's kind of what it turned into, just with the physicality. There's no question about it.
So what do we need to get done here as a team between now and really the full-on start of conference play in a couple of weeks? Like, what do you want to get accomplished here?
Well, I want to continue to develop our offense and just continue to get our flow better. And I think we got to get the ball moving quicker, and we got to cut harder. I think, defensively continuing to know the coverages that we're in and which are ever changing. It depends on who we have in the game, who they have in the game, and just alleviating, some of the mental mistakes and which is, it's playing games. It's teaching, coaching, and film. We had a long film session yesterday, and just trying to continue to play better basketball, sounder basketball, and doing all the fundamental things. And I tell the guys every day, we can't take a step forward, take 2 steps backwards. We gotta keep moving forward, and these guys have been good with that.
That one more from me. Stink Robinson, I remember watching him at Lawrence North throughout the years, a very talented player. How have you seen him just develop and grow more and more when it comes to the college game?
It's amazing because with Jalen out this summer, and we've talked about his staff, he's gotten a lot of reps, and now he's moved into the starting lineup, and he's probably playing more than most freshmen have the opportunity to. And Xavier's a guy that he wants to please, he wants to do things, and I see his development. He just continues to grow, and one of the things that we got to get him to do is he leads us in fouls right now, and he's picking up a couple fouls a game that he probably doesn't need to, but I think you're just going to continue to see him get better and better and better.
Coach, as always, thanks for joining us during the course of the week. We look forward to seeing how you do this weekend against Boise State, and we'll do it again next week. Have fun.
All right, sounds good, guys. Thanks.
SpinQuest Social Casino. The presents are open, and you're over the in-laws. It's a perfect time to grab your phone and play SpinQuest.com with live dealer blackjack, craps, and a ton of slots. And here's a great deal for the holiday, a $30 coin pack for $10. And if you're hearing this ad, you can play right now on SpinQuest.com.
SpinQuest is a free-to-play social casino. Void where prohibited. Visit SpinQuest.com for more details.